You look in the mirror, and you don't even recognize the woman looking back at you anymore. Her eyes are dull, her shoulders are slumped, and her breath comes out shaky, like she's been holding it for years. Every morning, she wakes up to the same weight on her chest, a weight that says today will be the same as yesterday, another day of counting coins, another night of staring at the ceiling wondering where the magic went, another prayer that feels like shouting into a hurricane. You know that feeling, that tightness in your throat when the bill arrives, that fog in your brain when you try to focus on your dreams, that knowing for that no matter how hard you work, the universe is laughing at you. I know that feeling because I've been there too. I've felt the panic when the account hits zero. I've heard the voice in my head say you're not good enough. I've sat on the bathroom floor at 3 a.m. wondering if this is all there is. I've stood in line at the grocery store, clutching a calculator, adding up the cost of every item before tossing it into the cart. I've canceled plans because the gas money just wasn't there. I've lied to myself about how much I could afford just to keep the illusion of normalcy alive a little longer. I've ignored the way my stomach twists when the rent reminder pings on my phone. I've told myself just one more month, just one more paycheck. I've believed the lie that if I just worked a little harder, a little faster, the numbers would finally balance out. And yet, they never do. But here's the soul-shattering truth you've been denied. Until now, this struggle is not your fault. It is not bad karma. It is not punishment for past mistakes. It is biological. Your brain has been physically altered by the world you live in. And until you understand that you will keep spinning in the same cycle of struggle, the modern world has one mission: to keep your brain in beta, the slave wave. Beta is the frequency of fear, of survival, of never enough. It's the same frequency that makes you check your bank account 5 times a day, the same frequency that makes you say yes to jobs that drain you, the same frequency that makes you feel guilty for resting. Beta is a cage, and the bars of that cage are made of stress hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline. These chemicals don't just make you tired, they literally shrink the part of your brain that connects you to God, the universe, the infinite flow of abundance. That part is called the hippocampus. It's your personal antenna to miracles. When it shrinks, you can't hear the whispers of opportunity. You can't feel the gentle nudge toward a new path. You can't trust the universe because your brain waves are locked in overload. You see, the hippocampus doesn't just store memories. It stores miracles. It stores synchronicities. It stores the moments when the universe leans in and says, I've got you. But when it's shrunk, those moments disappear, and you're left with a life that feels like running on empty, while the universe stays silent. Let me give you a concrete example. Imagine 2 women, both making the same salary, both with the same education, both working in the same field. The first woman will call her Sarah, lives in a constant state of beta. She wakes up to the sound of her alarm, already calculating how she'll cover the bills. She checks her email before she even gets out of bed, scanning for any urgent messages that might mean extra work or a missed payment, she skips lunch breaks because she's too busy, too overwhelmed, too afraid of falling behind. She scrolls through social media at night, comparing her life to others, feeling the weight of inadequacy pressed down on her chest. Her hippocampus is shrinking. She can't remember the last time she felt truly inspired, the last time she had a moment of quiet clarity, where she just knew that something better was coming instead. She's stuck in a loop of survival, her brain flooded with stress hormones that hijack her ability to think clearly, to trust, to receive. Now imagine another woman, let's call her Maya Meyer, also works a demanding job, but she's made a conscious effort to shift her brain waves. She starts her day with a 7-minute sound wave meditation, a frequency designed to expand her hippocampus and shift her out of beta. She notices the difference immediately. Her breath slows, her shoulders relax, her mind quiets. She feels a warmth in her chest, a reminder that she is supported over time. Maya's intuition becomes sharper. She notices small signs, an overheard conversation about a new job opening, a friend mentioning a side hustle that aligns with her skills, a podcast episode that sparks an idea. She starts to trust these nudges. And because she's no longer drowning in cortisol, she acts on them. Within a few months, Maya lands a promotion she didn't even apply for. She meets a mentor at a coffee shop who introduces her to a lucrative opportunity. She feels lighter, more present, like she's finally living in alignment with her true self. Her hippocampus has regrown. Her brain waves have shifted. She's no longer a slave to fear. She's a creator, a receiver, a co-creator with the universe. Now, I need you to understand something ancient and terrifying. Powerful organizations have known this for decades. The CIA studied brainwave manipulation in the 1970s. They called it MK Ultra. They used sound waves to rewrite memories. They used frequencies to create obedience. They used stress to shrink the hippocampus of their test subjects. They wanted people who would follow orders without question. They wanted people who would never trust their intuition. They wanted people who would work endlessly for scraps. And here's the part that will make your blood run cold. They succeeded. But they didn't stop there. They took this science mainstream. They embedded it in advertising, in social media, in the constant ping of notifications, in the illusion that you need more to be happy. They turned your brain into a slot machine that never pays out. They made you addicted to the chase, to the grind, to the lie that abundance is earned through suffering. Consider the way advertising works. Every commercial is designed to trigger your beta state, to make you feel like you're missing something. You need this product. You need this lifestyle. You need to look a certain way to be worthy of love and success. The images are carefully curated to make you feel inadequate, to make you believe that happiness is just one purchase away. And when you click, by the dopamine hit is temporary, the emptiness returns. The cycle continues. Social media is the same. Algorithms are designed to keep you scrolling, to keep you comparing, to keep you stuck in a state of never enough. Even the way our cities are designed, endless billboards, flashing screens, the constant noise of modern life, it's all engineered to keep your brain locked in beta, to keep you distracted, overwhelmed, and obedient. Meanwhile, the wealthy operate in theta. The billionaire brain wave theta is the frequency of flow, of receiving, of knowing that money is energy, and energy is always available. Theta is the state of intuitive leaps, of effortless creation, of money appearing when you least expect it. The rich didn't get rich through hard work alone. They got rich because their brain waves were rewired to receive. And the rest of us, we've been kept in the dark. We've been told that struggle is noble, that hustle is holy, that abundance is for other people. But that's the biggest lie ever sold. Your hippocampus is not damaged. Forever it can regrow. Your brain waves are not stuck in beta. Forever they can shift in minutes. Your birthright to abundance is not lost. Forever it's waiting for you to wake up and claim it. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now, to understand how we truly heal this, you must let go of every story you've been told about abundance. Let go of the idea that you need to work harder. Let go of the belief that money is scarce. Let go of the fear that the universe has abandoned you. These are not truths. They are illusions sold to keep you small. The real truth is simpler than you think. Your hippocampus can regrow. Your brain waves can shift. Your connection to abundance can return. And it doesn't take years of therapy or months of affirmations. It takes 7 minutes a day of a specific sound wave that has been proven to expand the hippocampus and shift brain waves into theta. This is not some woo-woo magic trick. This is neuroscience in action. Every time you listen to this frequency, your brain releases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the fertilizer that helps your hippocampus grow new neurons. It's the same process that happens when you learn a new skill or recover from trauma. But in this case, you're not learning a skill, you're remembering a birthright. You're returning to the state you were born, in the state of receiving, of flow, of knowing that money is not something you chase, it's something you allow. Let me share a story from someone who used this method. Her name was Lisa, and she was a single mother working 2 jobs just to keep up. She was drowning in debt, her health was failing, and she felt like she was barely holding on. She tried everything: budgeting, side hustles, therapy, but nothing stuck. Then she discovered the 7-minute sound wave ritual. At first, she was skeptical. How could 7 minutes change anything? But she committed to it anyway. 3 weeks later, she woke up one morning and felt different, not just emotionally, but physically. Her chest didn't feel so tight, her mind wasn't racing. She had a clear thought: maybe I should apply for that remote job I saw last month. She got it, the pay was better, the hours were flexible. And within 6 months, she was able to pay off her debt, not because she worked harder, but because she started receiving more. Her hippocampus had regrown, her brain waves had shifted. She wasn't just surviving anymore. She was thriving. People who have used this 7-minute ritual describe it like waking up from a long sleep. They say the tightness in their chest lifts like a fog burning off in the morning sun. They say bills start to disappear without explanation. They say opportunities appear out of nowhere, like a sudden insight about a business idea or a chance meeting with someone who changes everything. They say their intuition becomes razor sharp, the little voice that was always there, but drowned out by the noise of beta. They say they stop feeling like a victim of life and start feeling like a co-creator. And the most beautiful part, they stop feeling guilty for resting. They stop believing that their worth is tied to their productivity. They stop feeling like they have to earn love or money, because when your hippocampus is healthy, you remember that you are already enough, you are already supported, you are already connected to the infinite flow of life. This is not a metaphor, this is biology, this is physics, this is the truth your soul has been waiting for. But let me be clear about something: this sound wave is not a quick fix, it's not a magic pull, it's a tool of liberation. And like any tool, it only works if you use it. If you listen to it once and then go back to your old patterns, nothing will change. But if you commit to 7 minutes a day for 21 days, the time it takes for new neural pathways to form, you will feel your brain rewiring itself. You will feel the slave wave dissolving. You will feel the theta state returning. You will feel the universe leaning in and saying, yes, I've been waiting for you. You don't need to believe in miracles to experience one. You just need to give your brain the signal it's been missing all along, the signal that says it's safe to receive. It's safe to trust, it's safe to stop struggling. So here, it is your moment of choice. The sound wave is waiting for you at the link below. It's not a product, it's a blessing. It's not a purchase, it's a homecoming. Click the link now, not tomorrow, not when you have more time, now. Because your hippocampus is ready, your brain waves are ready, your abundance is ready. All you need to do is say yes. The universe is holding its breath, and so is your soul. Click the link, accept the gift, reclaim your birthright.